From a crossover leak for Season 3 to one of the best mythics in the game, these are 30 things secretly removed in Fortnite Season 3. Which, by the way, has the theme vibin', and while we're supposed to be kicking back relaxing, our favorite weapon is gone. The MK7 was a game changer. Literally everyone came back in Chapter 3 to give Fortnite another shot, and the mythic was even better. Season 2 absolutely nerfed it, and you would still be able to laser people. But now it looks like those days are over, at least for now. It's a real shame since it was our first red dot weapon, but with the AUG and DMR being the scope weapons for the season, it kinda makes sense to change it up. Unlike Fortnite removing chickens, yeah, with the new update, everyone loves riding wolves and boars across the map. But has anyone checked in on our feathery little friends? Because I haven't seen any. Yes, chickens have been entirely vaulted this season. While I'm not exactly sure how that works, think of the hundreds of chickens locked away in the vault. The only thing I'll miss is the joy of finding a golden chicken. But while these guys were secretly removed, another feature was canceled before it even came to Fortnite, and that is the Peter Griffin collab. Throughout the past year, Epic Games has teased a Family Guy crossover multiple times, and even though it was practically confirmed to be arriving in Season 3, it is still nowhere to be seen. Now, there's still a chance Peter Griffin comes in a future update, but for now, it ain't looking good. And if you thought that was worrying, just wait until you hear this update we have about KLOMBO, who spent all Season 1 getting blasted into the sky and enjoying his adorable smile. But when Season 2 came around, we were heartbroken to see him gone. Everyone worried that the IO had taken him, maybe they were in hiding, or something so much worse. But luckily, that's when 6 KLOMBO mounds appeared around the map. Over the course of the season, these actually moved underground towards the collider. We all thought this pointed to KLOMBO coming back in the live event. But as the dust cleared and the event ended, some people were left asking, what happened to KLOMBO? When Season 3 launched, we all jumped in hoping to see our prehistoric friend, but instead, the mounds were secretly removed. What we did find was even more horrifying than we could have imagined. Now keep in mind, there were 6 KLOMBO mounds, but there is only 1 skeleton, so with the leaks and more, we should see them again soon. For now, you'll be happy to hear that a weapon everyone complained about has been snuffed. The most controversial shotgun, of course, I'm talking about the drum shotgun. It's been in the vault for years until last season, and as soon as it came back, people began to realize exactly why it was gone for so long. This weapon literally tore the community in two, with some players loving it and others begging for it to leave. It looks like Epic caved because it's been removed in Season 3 and replaced with the new 2-shot shotgun instead. A little bit more balanced, it mixes the drum shotgun with a pump, delivering 2 rapid shots at a time. So let me know in the comments if you like that change. But for something you think you could no longer use is the Command Cavern Vault. With the Imagine Order defeated and Gunner nowhere to be seen, doesn't seem like it'll be possible to enter the vault anymore, but it turns out it's not the case. Residents of Rave Cave have removed the keycard panel and updated the vault door with a squad lock instead, so now it works just like all the other vaults around the island. It is probably the most useful secretly removed thing this season. Something that you won't have much of a use for anymore is the Anvil rocket launcher. With tanks and choppas gone, most of the vehicles don't really pose much of a threat. So it makes sense since the Anvil was designed by the 7 specifically to take out the IO tanks that it has been vaulted. It wasn't the most useful weapon, it didn't exactly work great against players, so I think I speak for all of us that we'll be happy to open chests and not constantly get the Anvil. It was everywhere. But with the war complete, that's not the only explosive entering the vault, because C4 have also vanished, and I gotta admit, it's a little sad to see them go. They were absolutely a fan favorite and super fun to mess around with, so we hope to see them make a return soon. Can't say the same for the airstrikes, which we only got to see unvaulted for a couple weeks before it was wiped from the loot pool once again. They were only really useful to force your enemies out of hiding, so I don't think too many people are gonna miss this one. Something that also could spy your hidden enemies was the thermal AR. It was re-added in Season 2 after it received several updates, making it faster and changing the thermal sight. With the season over, they returned to the vault, and even the mythic version has been removed after the HUNTMASTER SABER boss was taken out, along with the rest of the Imagined Order. And the IO wasn't the only thing wiped out, because so were bars. Now this does happen every season, so I kind of expected it, but while you're starting to get rich again, you might find that your best exotics are no longer on sale. With the NPCs being switched up again, both the Storm Scout Sniper and the Nighthawk have been vaulted. They were the less popular ones, so it's no surprise they weren't getting too many sales. But something the entire community decided to unvault has also been secretly removed. We used our bars last season to vote between the shield bubble or balloon, so while that had everyone split, the balloons came out on top. Well, let's hope all the inflatable voters had their fun, because Epic have already thrown them straight back into the vault. It is pretty strange to see them leave in a season that is quite literally a party, so what were you thinking, Epic? Other mobility items were also vaulted, such as the jetpack. They have major upgrades for Season 2, especially with the new ability to hover on the spot. It made them super overpowered. But since these are only found on IO blimps and at the collider, they have nowhere left to spawn, and therefore have returned to the vault. They'll fit right in alongside launch pads, which have been booted yet again. They were only in build mode, so if you're a 0 build player, you probably didn't even notice they were gone, but this will definitely make a big change for the rest of you out there. Guess it's time to hop on a wolf instead, and it looks like you won't even be able to hop into a siege cannon anymore. Everyone Everyone loved the feature to launch yourself super far across the map, and they were great for mobility, but after Paradigm literally sliced the blimps in half, none of them remain, and they've been wiped off the island. Other turrets have too, like the light and heavy 7 turrets that we funded throughout the season. The 7 have taken most of the supplies away, along with any of the other items we funded, like the choppas. These will easily be one of the most missed vehicles since, we all love them, but Epic knows how popular they are, so hopefully we see them, or maybe even a new air vehicle soon. And if you're looking to the skies for choppas, you might have also noticed that these 7 supply drops have also been removed. The original yellow design has returned, so you'll be able to spot them so much easier. And after the mech slammed Sloane into the ground during the live event, it's safe to say she probably isn't on the island anymore either. She was one of the most difficult bosses we have seen due to her cloning abilities, but this also means her mythic burst AR is no longer around. I'm not even joking, Epic even wiped them from tents too, so it is literally impossible to obtain. Some other vaulted weapons include the Ranger shotgun. Introduced mid-season, this thing only had 1 bullet before you had to reload, but it was pretty powerful, just not really anyone's first choice of shotgun though. But what you might not have realized is that Season 3 has also secretly removed one of Fortnite's most divisive weapons, the LMG. For years, this thing has been in and out of the loot pool, and every time we can't decide whether we love it or hate it. Either way, this thing won't be coming back for a long time. But you might be happy to hear that one of the most hated items of Chapter 3 has been finally taken out of the game, the Hunter bolt-action sniper. Even though it has 3 bullets per round, it was one of the most despised snipers in the game for its low damage, especially that it wasn't a one-shot to the head. Thankfully, we now have the heavy sniper back as a replacement, but I mean, come on, Epic, we still need that one-shot headshot back. This season has been the first time in a long time where Epic has actually removed all mythic bosses. With all of the IO bosses wiped, Gunner's mythic SMG has also been removed. So now the only way to get mythic weapons is by growing mythic fruit from a reality sapling, and that takes a really long time. Luckily soon though, we should expect Darth Vader to come crashing in as a new boss with his mythic lightsaber, and I cannot wait for that. But mythic bosses weren't the only thing that got completely deleted, because the thermal fish has also been secretly removed this season. If you're an avid fisherman, you'll no longer be able to find them, meaning there's no more ways to obtain thermal effects. Something everyone is always happy to see though is POI changes, especially when a POI is completely removed and replaced. This is something Epic missed the mark on in Chapter 2, and they are clearly showing this chapter will not be the same. Both the Collider and Camp Cuddle have been completely removed and replaced with new areas to explore. Even though we watched the Collider fall to pieces during the event, it didn't leave a mark. In its place, Loot Lake is expanded with the 0 point floating around underneath the water. Meanwhile, the fortress has been entirely reshaped after being destroyed in the event. The island's residents have converted it into a small campsite full of shipping containers and Christmas lights. You would never have guessed that this used to be the site of a deadly drill weapon. And Command Cavern has been renovated into a full-on party. It's great to see these POIs get mixed up, and hopefully we'll see even more during the season. Those are 30 things Epic removed in Season 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.